Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be what's coming your way as blessings within the next 12 months. We're going to start by pulling your symbols. I want to pull one of these green ones and see what's going on in your astral house as well. Then we're going to jump into your coffee cup. And at the end, we're going to pull some cards to bring more clarity, what's happening season by season. By the way, if you're enjoying these ones and if you're new here and haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit subscribe button. That helps the channel a lot and helps us grow together. And if you would like to see more of these videos, click the bell icon so you can get a notification, okay? We have a wine here. Seek out information that will help you. Very important message I feel here, because you might be desiring, manifesting something, attracting something into your life currently, but maybe you're not really taking any action. And this is very simple action. As you can see, seeking out information is available to all of us through internet. Today I was talking to my daughter. Actually, when I was your age, we had to go to the library and search for books, to like encyclopedias, to find information. But today you don't have to do that, and we need to call up many places in order to get some information about a structure. But now you can just Google it, basically put it on a search engine, and it will give you all the information that you need. You might need to, with the wine's energy, you might need to like pluck some things out of there. You cannot really grab everything falls in front of you, but it's easier than going to the library, basically. But this is going to be very helpful when you find the right information. Another thing I have here is a ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Ram can be an Aries that you're dealing with. Aries is the first in the zodiac, and it's described, I heard from one of the astrologists, they mentioned that it is actually the first human. Basically, the Aries energy is like not alpha. We think the alpha is a good version of something, but it's the first version of something. Alpha is letter A, basically. Beta is B. And so this can be an alpha and Aries that you're dealing with, and they might need a readjustment. Or this can be like someone aggressive that, yes, you need to search for another person, like a beta, which is like an upgraded version of someone. This doesn't mean what their energy is. We confuse that in the society. We think alpha is someone masculine, but that's not really the case. Alpha can be like the first version of a program, basically. Okay, so the ram can be a stubborn, aggressive person. Maybe the information is going to help you diffuse that situation, diffuse that person, or maybe help you find another option rather than dealing with someone aggressive. Rose is beautiful because this is all the blessings that we're looking at, by the way. Romance is in the air, which would love to see. And if you have maybe already someone in your life, this can be also evolving a relationship, increasing the romantic side of it, or maybe attracting someone romantic into your life, or maybe something you already have is turning into romantic. And we have a beautiful door opening up here for you, which is like, it kind of looks like, reminds me of a vault, a door of a vault, in the banks you see in the movies. And this can be like amazing treasures actually opening, the doors are opening to you. It can be symbolizing that, and the happiness, overall energy of the year for you. Let's see what's happening inside of your cup. I already see a chunk of money at the end of a pathway here. Tears of joy popped out of your cup. I feel like this is in the beginning of the year, at the middle of the year. You're going to start getting a lot of good news. We have a crescent moon here. Crescent moon, mostly this symbolizes some institutional help, government, that kind of like a resolution happening, or maybe approval coming forward. But in your case, I felt the energy of health, okay? Mental health, physical health, maybe the chunk of money actually like sprinkling into your life, bringing into your life some happiness, enlightening a situation, or bringing light into a dark environment. That can be also the energy of the moon. And you are also, when we look, your planet is moon, guys. So it can be symbolizing that you're going to be in your element this year. It's going to be right environment, right people, or right opportunities appearing for you. Okay, so the other side, there was another sign I would say, okay, the moon is going to be your intuition getting heightened. You're going to start receiving messages when you don't have clarity. You're going to have spiritual messages coming forth. But because this is your planet, I feel like this is you actually being in your own element year round. And this starts with very light energy. You can see the ram again here. I don't know if you can see the nose and the eyes and the horn right there. You can see. So there's someone maybe can be a leadership spirit, but this also can be someone stubborn with the ram's energy. But they don't really have a darker energy. This is a light energy. So I feel like this person's stubbornness can also be working for you. But maybe you don't like the aggressive side of them. So this is a blessing that we're looking at. And this seems like here it's going to be under control. If you're worried this person's aggressiveness is going to burst and maybe destroy some things, it seems like they're actually in a very light ground, meaning they're not going to do that. It's going to be a calm approach. They're going to have a calm approach. I see in the middle of the rear, there is actually someone looking at what was that? Under microscope? Yes, analyzing something on the microscope. We have a letter Z, and this kind of also looks like someone carrying a tray, bringing something towards you. The tray can be even indicate that you're being served in a good sense, serving, receiving service in the sense of it's not in the legal sense. I feel like tray energy, kind of like a champagne bottle on top of it, kind of looks like that, you see. So there is an opportunity of celebration coming forward. I feel like this can even be this stubborn person, aggressive person actually turning into someone calm, supportive, and using their leadership spirit to actually help you create things. That can be the blessing as well. And maybe this is the actual immediate result this is going to give. I told you there's a pathway opening and there's a chunk of money at the end of it. And this is the celebration after you're looking into something with a microscope, analyzing. Maybe that's when you realize, okay, I need to hit the road and go look what is there for me. And then you're receiving the chunk of money there, okay? Another thing here, there's something accumulating. I see there are two people on top of it. This can be about family matters or two partners, or like there are two roofs right next to each other. It can be a house or like one house with double roofs, or like, you know, those homes on one land. There are two attached homes here. They're on top of a chunk of money. This can be purchasing a place, maybe renovating it, selling it, and like you're working on them. There's someone on top of them, or with a partner, or maybe inheriting something like that. It's like this place maybe that requires a little bit of exploration because it seems like they're on top of something big, okay? Either the land value, or maybe there's some things in there, furniture in there that's going to have value, maybe antique furniture, God knows. But it requires exploration, and there's also a bouquet of flowers on top of it, this thing you can see. This requires gentleness, and roses, flowers, this can be also where you're going to find the love. So it might be interesting to like maybe like there's probably an interest for you to look closely when you get the opportunity for that. You might even like go into a house and you like it. Maybe it is worth exploring what that is, where that is, or the type of home, if this is about house and home and building. It can also be about community, homes, like family. Maybe there's a new family you're going to form here. Okay, this here. I see there's a legal paper. This can also be, I wanted to mention too, maybe a contract. You're actually stepping into a new contract, but before that, exploring who you're going to work together with, because you're going to attach yourself to some people, is going to be also very important here. I'm going to dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. And let's see what the answer is going to be for that. I see here, again, like a waxing moon. Kind of remind me, I don't know, it doesn't really look like it, but this tail kind of reminded me of a scorpion tail. The Scorpio, as a nature, they tend to bite, not bite, but sting, okay? It seems like your desire initially has some time. I see there's a person's face here. Maybe you need to talk to some people in order to get this process going faster. But then when you get in touch, it is going to disconnect from what you are doing, but connect with another thing. Maybe you're forcing it to make it happen, but it is going to come to another source. But the source first requires you to connect, maybe form partnership, friendship, maybe even pick up the phone and ask someone if there's an easier way. I was talking about Scorpion. This can be a Scorpio. That is, their birthdays are November, I think, end of October and November. And this can be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. But if this is, we take it as like an animal, they tend to sting. Because it's their nature. I saw them in the edge of your comfort zone, so they're leaving your space. So this can be a person that is leaving your space and that they stung you back in the day, but now this is also a blessing. Okay, you can see it in a positive way. This is also a blessing that they're leaving your space because there's someone new coming forward here. I see this person has a long nose. Long nose, I don't go with a Pinocchio because I figured out Pinocchio, I think it means in Italian third eye. Occhio is eye, something is like different, third eye, and I heard somewhere, but I don't know how true is that. But the thing is, long nose is about a curious person, okay? And this person is curious and they're coming into your life and curious. Then they have another person with the sunglasses under them. So this can be like a research people. They're researching things. They're maybe doing like questionnaires and creating those kind of things. Or this can be a research group or like a university, like a place that the people, they ask a lot of questions, journalists, maybe that. So it seems like you're finding yourself, they're very tight stack, you can see, and they're forming like in your heart space. This is something maybe you're desiring. This can be writers also, because writers do research before they start writing things, okay? They don't just start randomly. They research and like creative environments. I even heard about like Tolkien back in the day. He went to Netherlands. And some of the names of the streets and the places actually inspired him while he was writing the names in the Lord of the Rings and such. So it can be that kind of a place, this kind of information as well for you. By the way, for your reading, I'm going to pull 2 I Ching cards. We're going to look at your current situation and then what the future holds for you. I'm going to use those cards because I actually had like a specific question about an issue in my life. And then the answer was, I pulled those cards, and the answer was very specific and also assuring. So if you have like an idea or something that you want to manifest and you're wondering what's blocking it and what you should be doing, what's going on at this moment, that can bring answers to that. I'm going to start with the seasons. We're going to go season by season. We have 901 starting with this first season here. This is going to be about self-preservation, I feel like, when the year starts for you. It's about protecting what you have created and maybe even being mindful with your finances, with your energy, and with your friendships, and not really exploring new things, because the time will come forward for exploration. And it's not about the information. Yes, seek the information, look for the information, preserve what you have created. Exploration, the opportunity is going to come forth later, okay? The first season of the year, you should be preserving, resting, researching, preparing, getting ready for what's coming. And the 2 things come forth here for the second season. We have Page of Pentacles. Yes, you're going to start planting new seeds for yourself, okay? But while you're doing that, we have also 4 of Swords, which 4 of Swords symbolize resting, recuperating. And we also look at the original tarot. We see 1 sword is laying under him and there are 3 swords on top of him. So it seems like you're going to be taking care of some part of the issues already, or maybe they're going to be magically taken care of while you are resting your mind. But this doesn't mean no action is necessary. Page of Pentacles indicates you have some seeds in your hand. You can start planting them mentally, spiritually, or if you need to collect information, start collecting those information. Again, keep doing that research and taking small steps. But when the second half is also about clarifying your actions, okay, before jumping into anything. Because for a sword, sword is cut very straight, okay? Sword is clarity. So the moment that you don't have clarity, this is actually suggesting you should pause, stop, and this can be through prayer, through meditation, but this spiritual connection is going to be very necessary in order for you to get the right seeds, the inspiration for the right seeds to plant for your future, okay, for the blessings. We have Nine of Pentacles here. The third season seems like you're not going to wait too long to collect those seeds, the crops, because Nine of Pentacles is enjoying what you're creating already. So resting, you might be thinking, oh, I'm wasting time, but it's actually giving you more life, giving you more energy so you can invest into the future, and you can actually create things faster when your mind is rested. And finally, I have here the Judgment Day coming forward. The Judgment Day is a reveal day, and I feel like the Judgment Day, you might be feeling it might have like a little negative meaning when you say judgment, but it is something, whatever is hidden, it is going to be revealed, it's going to be made clear, and it's also going to give you an idea of why certain things worked out perfectly, why certain things didn't work out, and maybe you're going to feel grateful about those kind of things not working out. I want to clarify the Judgment Day. Okay, we have Nine of Swords here. If you have any fears about how the things are going to work out, it is going to clear out. That's what the Judgment Day is. You're going to make sure like that fears are not actually something to be afraid of. Three of Pentacles is teamwork makes the dream work, and Queen of Swords is also clarity, making sound decisions. Okay, so when you have the clarity, the fears are going to go away, and I feel like you're going to be also receiving good help. Maybe you're going to be consciously forming a team of people who will execute and take care of things very well for you. Okay, maybe you can be a part of the team, you can be the commissioner of the team. Okay, let's get to the I Ching now. So hold that question in your mind so we can see what is happening and why is it working out, why and what's happening right now and what's coming your way in the future. Okay, we have here cutting through, fire above, thunder below. We also have elements here too. And great vigor. Okay, so it seems like cutting through. Fire is a powerful element. It can be very good with the energy of earth. However, here comes with thunder, which is an air element. Let's see. Current circumstances call for confronting a thorny situation and cutting through it. This is the current moment. Somehow the way to harmony and unity is blocked or frustrated, perhaps by a tangle of deceit or corruption. Like Alexander the Great cutting the Gordian knot, take decisive action and you will meet with good fortune and even your destiny. Don't be afraid to shake things up a bit. The ability to take corrective measures when they are needed is an essential trait of leadership. So I feel like here, yes, protecting what you're creating and resting, also strategizing and planting your seeds and then taking actions. And the Queen of Swords align with this energy too, like going forward with confidence and the logical outcome. And this will also diffuse the Nine of Swords energy, the fears coming forth. This is the moment, if you're not feeling clarity, I feel like here this is also an advice that you should keep moving forward with confidence and knowing that the things are going to work out eventually. Another thing here with this is what the future holds, great vigor. Congratulations, there's strength and vigor in the situation like that of a ram that knocks down a fence to free himself from captivity. This points to a time when a strong force comes into its own and asserts its power. Now I can understand the ram. I told you these are the blessings coming into your life, so this makes a lot of sense now. And you might be dealing with a ram, and I told you their energy is good, so this is actually going to be helpful for you while you keep moving forward right now. In the future, you're going to need their energy, or maybe you're going to need to copy their energy. Look at them and just insert it into your life and just keep moving forward. And if it's necessary, knock a fence down. A fence, he's looking at a fence here, as you can see. Knock that fence down so you can move forward, okay? This doesn't mean in the sense of being aggressive, even though Ram is an aggressive energy. I feel like here, when you need to free yourself from a situation, you will get the chance to do that. Okay. And this also says here, arrogance contains the seeds of its undoing. So this is not about being arrogant. This is actually being persuasive, okay? A strong sense of responsibility for the collective good is the key to the successful exercise of power. By following what we intuitively know to be for the greater good, we avoid reckless abuses which in the end only undermine the sources of our strength. Arrogance contains the seeds of its own undoing. So that's what you can not include in your attitude if this person's like maybe taking as an example, if you're taking as an example. Let's pull your angel for this year, for the blessings coming. Let's see. We have Archangel Hael. Is it Halel? Yeah, the God Master of the universe. And Ten of Cups is happiness, happy family environment, being fully supported. And I feel like this is the support of the divine coming to you. Divine warrior confounds the wicked, brings victory and peace. I would love to see. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm also going to leave some more videos for you to enjoy. I wish you a beautiful year. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.